Hello everyone, my name is Lesther Orellana, and I'm going to be teaching y'all about something small, but something that plays a big part in Spain's culture, and that is the history of flamenco dancing. Flamenco dancing is an art form of dancing created in the southwestern region of Spain, but mainly in the region known as Andalusia, a region influenced by the mix of the Gypsy and the Spanish culture. The first time flamenco was mentioned in literature was back in 1774. The genre of flamenco originated by the music of Andalusia and the mix of Gypsy, Spanish, and Andalusian dance styles. But flamenco is mostly associated with the Gitanos, which are the Romani people of Spain. However, unlike Romani music of Eastern Europe, the style of music is distinctly Andalusian and the fusion of various cultures of southern Spain, which is clearly visible in flamenco music. Although there are many theories on the influence and the origins of flamenco, the most popular theory is said to be that the Morisco people or the Muslims created most of the flamenco. The melting pot that was Andalusia at the time, which was composed by Andalusians, Moors, Castilian settlers, Romanis, and Jews, which developed parts of flamenco, made flamenco music as the cultural representation of Andalusian music traditions, which was first recorded in the late 18th century, but the genre underwent a dramatic development in the late 19th century. Flamenco is composed of 6 elements, which are cante, which means singing, toque, which is guitar playing, baile, which is dance, jaleo, vocalization or singing, palmas, which is hand clapping, and pitos, which is finger snapping. Also, castanets were not part of the original, or what the Spanish call flamenco puro, which translates to pure flamenco. In fact, the castanets were introduced in the early 20th century, but they were frowned upon by many flamenco purists. Also, there are 3 types of flamenco dancing. They are flamenco puro, which means pure flamenco, classical flamenco, and flamenco nuevo, or new flamenco. Flamenco puro is considered the form of performance closest to its gypsy influences, and this style of dance is always performed solo and is more improvised rather than choreographed. Also, the music is very freely and pure. Then we have classical flamenco. This style of flamenco is the most frequently performed by Spanish flamenco dance companies. This style is a combination of ballet and flamenco, and most of the time women are required to keep their posture with a slight back bend. Also, flamenco is not only restricted to women, men can also do it, and on this type of flamenco, men actually started to play the castanets, just as women did. The last type of flamenco is flamenco nuevo, or new flamenco. By this era, men stopped using the castanets, but they just do the baile, which is dance. This style of flamenco is more characterized by costumes like spotted and frilly dresses for the women, and men with button-up t-shirts that show their chest. Also, there are props involved in this style, such as castanets, fans, shawls, which are not used as often. Well, finally, flamenco nuevo is a style that most foreigners are familiar with, and that is more popular around the world. In recent years, flamenco has become popular all over the world, and is taught in many non-Hispanic countries, especially United States and Japan. Actually, in Japan, there are more flamenco academies than there are in Spain. On November 12, 2010, UNESCO, which is the United Nations Educated Scientific and Cultural Organization, declared flamenco as one of the masterpieces of the oral, intangible heritage of humanity. Well, now I will show you a video of flamenco dancing that includes the 6 elements of flamenco. This video was actually recorded in Barcelona in 2014 at the National Flamenco Festival. Hope you enjoy. Well, that's it for me. Hope you have a nice day. See ya!